So, Levism is also called as cultural capital, which is a term named after Pierre Bourdieu. Though this is not how it saw itself. Lewis wanted the use of educational system to distribute literary knowledge and appreciation more widely. To achieve this, the Levisites argued for a very restricted canon, discarding modern experimental works like those of James Joyce and Virginia Woolf, for instance. Because आप लोगों को जब मैंने ग्रेट ट्रेडिशन पढ़ाया था, if all of you remember, ग्रेट ट्रेडिशन ध्यान है, F.R. लेविस, न्यू क्रिटिसिज्म में करवाया था ना, भूल गए? उसके अंदर इसने जेम्स जॉयस, वर्जीनिया वुल्फ, हार्डी इन सबको मेंशन नहीं किया था. ठीक है, दैट इज अबाउट द वे ऑफ राइटिंग ऑफ विक्टोरियन एंड अर्ली मॉडर्न राइटर्स. So to achieve this, the Levisites argued for a very restricted canon, discarding modern experimental work like those of James Joyce and Virginia Woolf, for instance. Instead, they primarily celebrated works directed toward developing the moral sensibility of the reader, such as the work of Jane Austen, Alexander Pope, George Eliot, and great tradition. That is what I have told you. अभी वही बता रही थी. तो इन्होंने लेविज्म के अंदर जेन ऑस्टन, जॉर्ज इलियट, दैट जोसेफ कॉनरेड, डी.एच. लॉरेंस, इन सारे जो भी ये राइटर्स थे, इन्होंने जिस तरीके की स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट की है राइटिंग की, उसको बोला है कि दे हैव क्रिएटेड अ काइंड ऑफ sensibility and stream of knowledge for the readers. But Virginia Woolf, Joyce, इन लोगों ने ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं कंट्रीब्यूट करा है जिसको कि इसके लेविज्म के अंदर या मास कल्चर के अंदर इंक्लूड किया जाए. तो he did included their contribution in the great tradition of novel writing in Victorian period. Got it, everyone? Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, madam.
Hmm. Cultural studies first emerged as a part of tradition of British cultural analysis, best exemplified by the work of Raymond Williams, whose work Culture and Society 1780 to 1950, and the Long Revolution 1961 marked as the decisive point by which Arnoldian idea of culture as a coherent and self-regulating tradition of serious artistic achievement cut off from historical condition undergoes a radical transformation. Basically, Raymond Williams was also one who has taken shelter in this country, Britain, and have basically become a part of it. He started writing here. He developed himself as a theorist and a writer. So here he talked about the serious artistic issues of Britain. नाउ व्हाट ही देखो यहाँ पे फिर से ये एक्चुअली हाईलाइट करके रखा है आप लोगों के लिए सो दैट इफ समवन इज रीडिंग इट इन अ short then you can read it like that, that it is a form of literary study in which he argues for the prior industrial revolution of England and had an authentic culture of educated elite. It's we are under the process of recording this Mr. Vishwas, please do mute your mic. In fact, he said that it was a golden age with the culture of folk song and folk dances, and Levies had an indelible influence of Arnold as they shared the notion of culture is a high point of civilization and concern for education minorities. So he has also talked about the same thing. Now, approach and features of cultural studies. There has been increasing interest in popular forms of culture of text rather than literature and of the relationship between culture and social dynamics. So, if we are reading culture in a scenario, then we can see that these days people don't want to read literature as literature but as a study of a culture. whatever the setting it has, but people wants to know the basic culture of the particular area, whether it is England, Australia, America, or whatever. But we want to know the culture of those localities. So that is what we are going to read in cultural studies. Now here, Michael Sprinker was a literary critic known for his writing on Louis Althusser, Walter Benjamin, and Bertolt Brecht. These three are Marxists. Okay, to conclude, cultural from German word culture means growing, and culture in social anthropology means knowledge. It is the knowledge about humanity which is learned or acquired but not inborn. So basically, a culture is something which we grown with, which we develop through the being regular into the practices of many things. That is called culture, that is called cultural development, and Edward Taylor has given one of the oldest and classical definition of culture as culture is that complex whole which includes knowledge, belief, art, moral, law, custom, and other capabilities and habits acquired by man as a member of society. So you have to read these kind of definitions here from this book, from this document, because these can be asked directly. What are the major points? What are the things which are included in reading of culture? That is art, moral, law, belief, custom, habits, and the members of traditions of the society and their people. Right? Got it?
Yes, madam.
Every human group has a culture and it differs from society to society. It has also different origin that is marked as uniqueness. Culture also provides each member of a group with a notion of identity. Culture gives a person a sense of belongingness. So these are the features of culture. Then culture gave a sense of pride. Culture is a social as it occurs in a group. Culture is acquired. It cannot be born with a person, but it is acquired by a person. It is learned through the process of socialization. Culture is a social heritage. It is a social heritage as it is transmitted by and communicated to other members. Culture is gratifying as it satisfies the need of individuals. कल्चर टेंड्स टू बी पैटर्न, ये एक पैटर्न पे एक सिस्टम पे बेस्ड होना चाहिए. इट शुड बी बेस्ड ऑन अ सिस्टम एंड अ पैटर्न. It tends to be integrated. It should be integrated in sense ki it should have some kind of festivals and involvement of various features, tradition, religion, their culture and practices. That is all integrated things should be there in a culture. Culture can be institutionalized. That is, it can exist and represent itself in a set of institution and thus enables to create a notion of order. Okay, institution of family, marriage, everything comes in the
Madam,
culture. Yes, Mohan.
lot of disturbance.
Vishwas,
The
please
mic
mute your
mute
mic.
mother.
I already requested everyone to mute your mic. Okay, now. So culture is an institution which have a different institution in it, like marriage institution, family institutions, social structures and all. Culture is a continuum. Continuum which means cultural traditions have accumulated without any break in continuity. The structure of culture is transmitted from one generation to next and every generation adds, subtracts and changes what it inherit. Her generation which it takes from their elder to transfer it to the another generation. That is continuum. Culture is super organic. Super organic that it is above society. People in society come and go, but culture continues to survive. Next, it is symbolic because through the culture only we can understand that a person is what is the identity of a person. So basically, it can be resembled by materialistic world, that is food, dress, culture, ornaments, and non-materialistic world, that is values, morals, belief, traditions, customs. All these are symbols of culture. Uh, Other than that, culture has the ability of innovate. It is innovative or creative. Like it being a part of a culture, we have created the different types of music and computers, like technologies. So everything, technologies, sciences, and everything is a part of a culture itself. So have you understand the definition of culture, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, what are the definitions given by other writers or other critiques of cultural study? Edward Said. He said culture is used to designate not merely something to which one belongs, but something that one possesses. वो कहता है कि culture is not something to which we belong to, जिससे हम जुड़े हुए हैं या जिससे हम relate करते हैं, culture वो नहीं है. Culture वो है which we possess, जो हम actually practice में करते हैं. तो culture is something that we are practicing basically today. That becomes a culture. Because what was there before 50 years in India was not being practiced today, right? What we were doing 50 years before is not being done today, or is it practicing? Are we practicing the same customs or traditions?
No.
We are not practicing the same thing. So definitely Edward Said is saying that culture is not something we belong to, but we possess it. And along with the proprietary process, culture also designate a boundary by which the concept what is extrinsic and intrinsic to the culture comes into the forceful play. Extrinsic and intrinsic, the forces, the kind of like things which are related to us, external and internal tradition of the culture and basically customs, traditions of a society. Now, second thing, which is said by Raymond Williams, the concept of culture become a noun of inner process specialized to its presumed agencies of intellectual life and the art. He said culture is basically a presumed, a special, culture is a inner process, is an inner process in a society in which art and intellectual life flourishes. That is a culture is. It also become a noun of general process specialized to the presumed configuration of the whole way of life. It played a crucial role in the definition of art and humanities. For the first sense, it plays an equal crucial role in the definition of human sciences and social sciences. That is in the second sense. So according to him, एक second, hello. So यहाँ पे रेमंड विलियम्स क्या बोलते हैं? रेमंड विलियम के अकॉर्डिंग इट इज एन एजेंसी. इट इज बेसिकली a process in which the intellectual and artistic life both get flourished, and it is also a way, it also represents the way of life. So in overall it is a part of humanities and social sciences and art and culture and intellectual part of the life. All it is a part of each and everything according to Raymond Williams. Understood? Fast, understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Baki?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, culture can be defined as a general process of intellectual, spiritual, aesthetic development, a particular way of life, whether a people, period, group of people, humanity, general practices, intellectual, and especially artistic activity. So that is all a part of cultural studies. अब आपको कोई भी question regarding इन सब चीजों के मिलता है in examination, if you find any question which is talking about a general process of intellectual, spiritual, aesthetic development or growth in a society or something, such kind of words are there, then do understand that this is a question from cultural studies. Got it?
यस मैम. मैम आप
Yes,
जिसे
ma'am.
पढ़ा रहे हो वो पीडीएफ दे दोगे ना?
ऑब्वियसली आपको अभी भेज दूंगी, मैं क्लास के बाद आपके ग्रुप में भेज दूंगी, ठीक है।
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
Now, what is cultural studies? Culture includes the organization of production, structure of family, the structure of institution which express or govern social relationship, the characteristic form through which the members of society communicate. Now, what is culture? We have already culture is one or two or three most complicated word in English language, according to Raymond Williams. Just do remind all these definition and phrases which is being given by these critics. वो directly पूछेंगे culture is one of the two or three more complicated words of English language. Who said this statement? Then the answer should be Raymond Williams. Okay. कैरेक्टरिस्टिक वी हैव ऑलरेडी रेड अबाउ, वही सेम यहाँ पे दोबारा दिया गया है फ्रॉम द पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू ऑफ जियाउद्दीन सदार, हु हैज इंक्लूडेड द 5 मेन कैरेक्टरिस्टिक्स ऑफ कल्चरल स्टडीज. सो जियाउद्दीन सरदार के अकॉर्डिंग क्या है, ही इज अ इंडो पाकिस्तानी राइटर and according to him cultural study is to examine cultural practices in the relationship to power. Power means politics and the dominant classes. Now, the objective of cultural studies include understanding of culture in its complex form and analyze the social and political context in which culture manifests itself. क्या reason है? What are the characteristic or the objective of reading the cultural studies? The objective of reading the cultural studies is to understand the social and political analysis of the social and political analysis of a culture. Got it? Cultural studies is a site of both studies, analysis and political criticism or even action. So such kind of action should be shown or described in a culture studies. What kind of action? Social and political criticism. Cultural studies attempt to expose and conceal constructed division of knowledge that purport to be grounded in nature. So basically, cultural studies also emphasizes on pragmatism, that how much of people, how much the person who belong to the particular culture is learning from nature, pragmatism. So it's expounded to the grounded in nature. Cultural studies has a commitment to an ethical evaluation of modern society and to radical line of political action, that is morality and value. Morality and value. So these are the characteristics and purpose of reading cultural studies. Understood to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, next is Raymond Williams' 3 phases of culture. First is culture as ideal. So in that what he is saying, पहले ये ध्यान रखना, मेन प्रोपोनेंट इसके अंदर रेमंड विलियम्स ही चलेगा, ठीक है. अभी रेमंड विलियम्स है, एफ.आर. लेविस आ जाएगा, एंटोनियो ग्राम्स्की भी आएगा, क्योंकि इसमें मार्क्सिज्म वगैरह सारा कुछ आता है. बट ये ध्यान रखना कि रेमंड विलियम इज अ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट कैरेक्टर इन कल्चरल स्टडीज थ्रू आउट. उसके बाद एडवर्ड सैयद है सेकेंड, ठीक है. तो यहाँ पे कल्चर एज एन आइडियल, an embodiment of perfect and universal values. The best has been written and thought, so that analysis is limited to the research and discovery of such timeless values within which the lives of artists and writers or their works come. In this definition of culture, which was prevalent before the 1960s, culture meant the culture of the ruling class, and all other ways of life was thought to be subculture and unculture. तो ये यहाँ पे क्या कह रहा है, बेसिकली एक कल्चर हम किसको मानते हैं, कल्चर इज ऑलवेज कंसिडर्ड ऑफ, किसके कल्चर को कल्चर बोला इसने, ऑफ रूलिंग क्लास. Getting? That is a Marxist analysis. Understood? Is it a Marxist analysis or not? Already people are leaving the classes. They don't have any interest in reading the cultural studies, though the paper are so near. But it's okay. Those who are there in the class can be active, or I should keep on reading the things without seeking for any kind of reactions from you. So, culture means the culture of ruling class. Okay, culture of ruling class means that this is a Marxist analysis. It means the dominant class, the superstructure, and other structures are the subculture or unculture. Like the culture of the base structure or the base class, the proletariats are unculture. For example, in the colonial context, I told you that it will also consider or it will also take the colonial and post-colonial studies. So in the colonial context, the European superiority complex lead them to think an elite European male culture to be the only culture, and whatever did not conform to the culture of elite European male was thought to be uncultured. यहाँ पे दोनों चीजें आई हैं, पेट्रियार्की एंड मार्क्सिज्म। यहाँ पे एलीट क्लास की बात की गई है, दैट इज सुपर स्ट्रक्चर, एंड दूसरा पेट्रियार्की बिकॉज अ यूरोपियन मेल कल्चर की बात की गई है, नॉट अ civilized culture or a generalized way. No, they are talking about male culture. When a European visit, when the European visited Africa, they thought that Africa did not have a civilization of their own and are uncultured and began as an African way of life did not conform to the European standard. In this context, it is been remembered that Africans had a culture of their own, a civilization as rich as European one. It's just that the Eurocentric ways could not see any culture in African ways of life. Same is not only true about Africa but also about India, Latin America, and host of the other colonial countries. So these colonial countries used to take all the colonized countries as uncultured. They are uncivilized, uncultured. We are the one who are giving them culture. That is the one being described by Raymond William. That culture as ideal things को जो रूलिंग क्लास जो एलीट क्लास फॉलो करती है उसी को कल्चर माना गया है, सब कल्चर को कल्चर नहीं माना गया. Secondly, culture as documentary, so which means that surviving text or practices in a certain culture. So if we found something relevant to the culture is called as cultural practices because that is being documented there. So the focus on human experiences of intellectual and imaginative work that make up a culture. Basically, a culture is being grasped by all the written document, all the manuscript being found. That how old a culture is, right? We used to say that Indian culture is 10,000 or 20,000 or 25,000 BC year or that much year old because our Vedas and manuscript belong to around 25,000 years older manuscripts we have. So that means the culture is being documented before that many years. It means that particular culture or civilization is having the value of having a value and is that much year old culture. So it is based on human thought, their development, their intellectual, their imaginative powers. It shows that how imaginative and intellectual the humanity or the society, the culture is. Third is culture as social, the way of life whereas it expresses the struggle of feeling and social group, and therefore should be analyzed, clarified and valued in terms of meaning and values of ordinary behavior and social institution as well as in terms of their places in art and learning. So basically third is what is the social standard of a particular culture. Like if we say that India does not have a good literature, India has a good literature, but in a different languages. In Indian or we can say in Hindi language, we don't have a very good compilation of literature because our writers were more focused on our writers were more focused toward the I should say that they were more focused toward the religious text, the historical text, than the imaginative or the creative one. So that describe our social culture as well, because the presentation of society was there, but the imaginative forms were lesser there, because our society was struggling for independence. Our society was struggling from colonization. So the representation of that ideas are more into our literature than that. So basically, how the social institutions and places and particular areas are behaving on a globalized stage, that is called social culture as social. That what is the society is reflecting. So that is basically the kind of three culture. First is as ideal. Ideal is what is the culture of the elite class of the society. Second is culture as, बताओ second क्या था? Culture as ideal के बाद what is the second one?
Documentary.
Documentary. That what is the written culture, how old it is, and moral values, and how it can be represented in the written form. Third is as social, that what is the social structure of the particular culture. Now the third writer here is Richard Hogarth. He is contemporary to Raymond Williams, and like him, he is also a teacher of adult education. So his book is The Uses of Literacy: Changing Pattern in English Mass Culture, 1957. He is also a British theorist, and Hogarth became the first director of the center, and his emphasis on sociology and empirical research method was designed to facilitate a rigorous empirical study and cultural trained practices and institutions. Basically, he is the one who he is the director of the center where all these things are being researched and studied, that is sociology and empirical research methods designed to facilitate rigorous empirical study on cultural trends, practices and institutions. That is where the center of uh, CCCS, that is the center of communication and cultural studies. I think that was the full form of the CCCS. So he was also one of the director of that. Now next is Walter Benjamin. He is a German Marxist literary critic who was influenced by the direction of the work of cultural studies scholar, and put it into a different direction. So most of his work was collected and published posthumously and won him a growing reputation in later part of 20th century. His book illustration provides a better understanding through collected essays and later critique in many diverse ways. Benjamin influenced essay. What is his essay? The Work of Art in the Age of Mechanical Reproduction, 1936, is the second half of 20th century. Raises the changes experienced in the modern art and culture. Art loses its aura, that is value, as it is no longer connected with religion, uniqueness, and sacredness, that is purity. So now, because people are not writing about morality, people are not concerned about morality, so he said that art is losing its aura. Under the new condition of reproduction and assumption of art, the revolutionary potential of art can become an instrument by which the false consciousness of the modern man may be overthrown. Benjamin left Germany in 1933 after Hitler came to power and eventually settled in Paris. He got engaged in writing essays and reviews for a literary journal, but when Paris fell to the Nazis in 1940, he fled and eventually committed suicide rather than fell into the hands of the Gestapo, because he was also a Jew. Fine. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes,
Walter
ma'am.
Walter Benjamin tak. Now the next is Stuart Hall. Stuart Hall, the importance of Stuart Hall in developing the center of the contemporary cultural studies. Yes, he is the one. This is the definition, not the communication, but CCCS is Center of Contemporary Cultural Studies in the University of Birmingham. Is widely acknowledged. Hall, a scholar of West Indian origin, served as the director of CCCS from 68 to 79, a period in which CCS developed many new concepts and ideas. He was heavily influenced by the work of Antonio Gramsci and Louis Althusser, Marxist critics whose concepts are open out new ways of understanding the complexities of relationship between culture, society, and ideology. Hoggart and Hall develop a variety of critical approaches for analysis, interpretation, and criticism of cultural artifacts. They focused on the interplay of representation and ideologies of class, gender, and race, ethnicity, and nationality in cultural text. So basically, what we are going to study in cultural studies: class, gender, race, ethnicity, nationality in cultural text. That is what we are going to research upon. When a person is reading literature, when a person is reading a book of literature from the point of view of keeping the ideologies about the classes, gender, race, ethnicity, nationalism, sexuality, and all, that is called cultural studies. Understood?
Yes.
Now,
Yes, ma'am.
Stuart Hall called culture as continuous circuit in his article Encoding and Decoding. इन सब चीजों को जो भी हाईलाइट कर रखा है इस पूरे टेक्स्ट में उसे ध्यान से पढ़ना है आपको. इट encompasses production, distribution, production. This method is being taken here. He says we need to analyze how media audience produces message, how they circulate the message, and how the audience use or decode the message to create the meaning. That is structuralist approach. आप लोगों ने ये structuralism और deconstruction में पढ़ा था ना, encoding, decoding.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
है ना. यही सारा चीज इसके अंदर भी यूज किया गया है. Now, Hall introduced the example of Sony Walker as a launch of Walkman by Sony company. यहाँ पे he has taken the example of वो जो पहले Walkmans आते थे छोटे, उसकी उसका इन्होंने यहाँ पे example लिया है कि how that become a popular culture or everyone started buying that thing and that become a part of a way of life. So Gramsci's notion of hegemony. What is the meaning of hegemony? I told you in the Marxist study. What is the meaning of hegemony? What is hegemony? The culture of dominant class become the main culture of a study. That is hegemony. Got it?
Like aristocrat person of this
Yes.
time.
Yes. So Gramsci argued that in capitalist society, there are certain ideas and discourses that represent or embody the ideologies of ruling class. These ideology constitute the dominant ideology in the period. However, the hegemonic ideology is effective in the establishing of domination by ensuring consent for such ideas. For example, in a fascist Italy, Mussolini could gain the support of a large section of Italian society even while depriving the same sector of their rights. What made Gramsci's ideas attractive? Because he is also an Italian one. Attractive was the fact that he also argued that these hegemonic discourses were not completely monolithic or calcified, but but that there were also powerful and counter-hegemonic forces within the society. Hegemonic forces are the powerful and monetarily or financially powerful part of the society. So they make the things dominant in the society, and their messages, their things become the main idea of society, because people thought that this person who is so much idealist because he has a power of money. So his things, his ideas are always taken as powerful, because according to that the power is in their the power is about money. The power is always related to money or finances. So यहाँ पे hegemonic ideologies has constantly redefined itself in order to ensure the consent and support of the masses. Masses किसको support करती है? Hegemonical ideology. और hegemonical ideology क्या है? Superstructure. That is dominant ideas. Dominant classes ideas. Okay, whatever they say is right. Fine. Now Raymond Williams again has come here. Raymond Williams फिर से यहाँ पे हम वही कर रहे. Now Raymond Williams. He objected to the story of history of the birth and development of cultural studies can be canonized in his essay Future of Cultural Studies. He argues that initial impetus for the information of cultural studies came from the non-formal sector and adult education. He said basically the material which we used to gain come from the non-formal sector of society. And Raymond Williams believed that cultural materialism, just do note this term related to him, Raymond Williams, cultural materialism was always a Marxist theory, an elaboration of historical materialism. Whose term is historical materialism is? किसकी term है? Historical materialism किसकी term है? Gramsci. लिखवाया है ना मैंने. डायलैक्टिकल मटीरियलिज्म, हिस्टोरिकल मटीरियलिज्म, ये सब लिखा है ना मार्क्सिज्म के अंदर.
Yes, ma'am. See.
हाँ, तो ये यहाँ पे ग्रामस्की को पॉइंट आउट करके कर रहा है कि कल्चरल मटीरियलिज्म की जो वो बात कर रहा है कि मटीरियलिस्ट अप्रोच होती है कल्चर के अंदर, दैट इज अ मार्क्सिस्ट थ्योरी. Later within historical materialism is a way of understanding the diverse social and material production of the work to which the connected but the changing category of art has been historically applied. Cultural materialism emerged as a theoretical movement in early 1980s. Raymond Williams coined the term cultural materialism. Find it. Raymond Williams coined the term cultural materialism to describe a theoretical blending of Marxist analysis and leftist culturalism. Leftist culturalism means those who are against the government, and dominant class, those who are against government and ruling class is leftist culturalism. William emphasized the material significance of culture. For him, culture is a lived experience. It consists the meaning of generated by ordinary men and women. According to him, what is a culture? Culture is what which is generated by an ordinary men and women, and lived experience of the participants and the text of the practices engaged by all people they are conducting their life. He said it cannot belong to just one class, that is ruling class, or culture is not free from the material conditions. Obviously, he said that culture is not free from material condition. So, a culture is made of all the classes of different sections of society. According to cultural materialism, culture is simply neither a reflection of economic forces or relationship, but an abstract and idealistic entity. Understood? What is cultural materialism according to Raymond Williams? Everyone understood what is cultural materialism according to Raymond Williams?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now the fundamental.
Excuse me, madam.
Yes.
Please once again tell me that cultural materialism according to Raymond Williams.
What? Just please tell me again.
Cultural materialism according to Raymond Williams. Raymond
Yes.
Williams.
You didn't get it. What is it?
No, ma'am.
Cultural materialism, according to Raymond Williams, is the materialistic condition of the whole society and all sections and all classes of a society. Because only ruling class does not make a culture, all the classes combinedly make a culture.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Now, Rola Barthes. We are taking in another writer, Rola Barthes. Is one of the many modern French theorists who has exercised great influence on the study of English literature, like those of William and Hogarth, already referred to, which are the published in the middle of the fifth decade of the century. Now, in his autobiography entitled Rola Barthes, in the section called Phases, Barthes identifies Sartre, Marx, and Brecht and intertext to writing degree zero and mythologies. These are the two very important work of Barthes. Note it down. Writing degree zero and mythologies are very important work of Barthes, in which he has talked about um, Sartre, Karl Marx, and Bertolt Brecht. क्या नाम है सात्र का पूरा नाम क्या है? Okay, so he talked about these three writers in his works. Yeah, Jean-Paul Sartre. Jean-Paul Sartre. So to be the intertext of elements of sociology, Scholar, Pristiva, Derrida, Lapa for SZ, S upon Z, the Empire of Science. That is the complete book. The title of the book is S, that is the oblique Sir. He is a French writer, and S and Z are English symbol, but in German both sound Sir. So here S is a sign of, that is the Z, and Z is a sign of Sir. This is the difference. That is why he talked about the empire of sign. That here in English, this is the Z, and this is Sir, S, Sir sound. And in German, it is quite opposite. This is Sir and this is the. So that is the empire of signs. And Nietzsche, the pleasure of the text. There also he has talked about the interpretation of the text according to the culture. And here also he had talked about the culture in SZ, the Empire of Science. All of you understood the relevance of the books?
Yes, ma'am.
Good. The most influential work of Barthes are the essays The Death of an Author and From Work to the Text. These are the most important work in which what he basically talked about. He said to understand the complicated activities that constitute the act of reading and meaning, work can be seen. So, how a work can be seen? The work can be seen. The text is a process of demonstration and speaks according to certain rules That is, the work can be held in hand and the text can held in language. Basically, a proper work can be read in the context of a culture and the particular text. That is the work itself, but the text means the context of the work is be read in the context of a language. So when we say that we are reading a text, that means our focus is more on a language, and when we say that we are reading a work, that means our focus is more on the entire compilation of culture in it. Got it? The meaning of the words, how we are using it, and the differentiations. What the Rola Bhartis has said, understood? What is the meaning of a text and work? You're very late in answering, seriously.
Yes, ma'am.
Mythologies was one of Bharti's early work, and it is relevant to cultural theories probably lies in the fact that this was one of the first or most interesting work to look beyond the printing text at culture of phenomena like wrestling matches, election, pamphlet, photographs. He said that whatever it is, that is also mythology is in one of the Bharti's early work, and its relevance to cultural theorists लाइज इन द फैक्ट वो किन चीजों की बातें कर रहा है इसमें कल्चरल थियरीज की जब बात करता है माइथोलॉजीज वर्क के अंदर तो ही टॉक्ड अबाउट द काइंड ऑफ एक्टिविटी विच यूज टू हैपन in a society on a day-to-day things like wrestling matches or the kind of sports election pamphlets distribution reaching to the minorities and different social classes photographs in the magazines advertisements what are the kind of occasion carnival fairs are being portrayed so all these things and their analysis are make a culture their analysis make a culture cultural studies basically the book of mythologies is divided into two sections the first section from which all the pieces that follow have been taken. Bharti's analysis a variety of cultural objects or patches or ranging of soap, powder, detergent. He basically talked about the first part of mythology is talking about the basic and day-to-day activity in a society. And uh, Bhartis believe that myth is a language. And in the second part, titled Myth Today, Bhartis discuss theoretical basis of his analysis. That is how a myth is developed in a culture. What are the basis of a culture are myths. So if we say that we are Indian, so how we say that we are Hindus and we are Indian, this is the land of Hindus and this is Hindustan or this is the land of Indian. What is our identity? Our identity is our culture and our culture can be identified only by the myths. So he said he discussed the theories basis on the myths and their analysis. So in the first part, he discussed the day-to-day activity and in the second part, he discussed the base of a culture that is myths. Understood? Now, he says that myth is a language and more significantly that myth is a type of speech. That means that it is a system of communication. That is a message. Because in this definition of myth, Barthes begins to use semiology. Semiology, that is the science of formulating by the linguist Saussure. So here he started using the sign or the myth as a sign to make it understood to the people that myth is also a language and that is related to a culture. It gives a basically an ideological dimension to the culture and that is how we identify that yes, this is the culture, that is the culture, this is European culture, this is Asian culture, this is South Asian culture. So how we used to analyze that from the myth and the symbols included in the myth become the language and system of communication. Understood to all? मैं जो भी बोल रही हूँ वो समझ में आ रहा है?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. a garment, a automobile, and everything, all these things are included in a particular heterogeneous object. What might they have in common? That is culture, human culture. So the semiotic challenge by Rola Barthes, he talked about all these things in that. Now, evolution of cultural studies, how it got evolved, how it become a part of studies. That is obviously in 1668 from CCCS. That is the center which has been opened, and people started reading it through media, and the shared concept there in the university in that particular section or the department, and the theorists started a microscopic, or you can say macroscopic, ideologies has been created on the life of people, individual life, the social life, and the particular study came up as a cultural studies. Got it? किस तरीके से ये आया, इसका राइज कैसे हुआ, इसका राइज यूरोप में हुआ, because after so much of the destruction people got into the study of reaching to the core of the lifestyle of people. लोग हर एक इंसान की लाइफ स्टाइल के कोर पार्ट तक पहुंचना चाहते थे. They wanted to reach to the core part of the lifestyle of all the cultures, and that is how it started. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, on which thing it focuses on? It focuses on the use of media. It was inaugurated. मैंने आपको already बोला कि that CCCS में ही ये first time introduce हुआ, वहीं पे इसको research किया गया. Now, what basically it talks about the dialogue of So basically the research question, what is the basic problem? The dialogue with the other in research is, यहाँ पे क्या चीज आती है? First, positionalist, historical, spatial, social culture. First thing is this. Then here comes foreknowledge and prejudices of foreknowledge is pre-knowledge, preoccupied ideologies. Third is self-research is being done on the culture. Then research questions are being developed. Then the other subject, the other as a subject of understanding, that is cultural studies, is taken as a subject of cultural studies and researches. Then new theories and knowledges, modification of B, that is foreknowledge. तो यहाँ पे modification of prejudices about the culture of different states. Now, other as reader and addresses. So now it become the source of knowledge, and people started reading it as a part of their researches, and the prejudices are being deleted. So जो भी already occupied knowledge say that has been deleted, and a new knowledge is being started here. So research questions are being formed. New research questions are being formed. What is the need of doing it? It provides tools which enables one to read and interpret one's culture critically. सबसे पहले तो it gives you a tool which enables one means which make a person eligible to read and interpret one's culture or culture critically. Second, it subvert distinction between high and low culture. सबसे पहले it gives you an idea to study each and every culture critically and individually. Second, it gives you an idea of reading all the culture distinctively, अलग अलग करके सबको बिल्कुल इंडिविजुअली सेपरेटली रीड करने का आइडिया देता है. थर्ड, इट अलाउ क्रिटिकल स्क्रूटिनी ऑफ कल्चर विदाउट प्रायर प्रेजुडाइसेस. It deletes all kind of prejudices. Third, it create a theory of social production and reproduction. It also gives you a theory how the values, the ethics, the system is being produced and reproduced in a society. Next, it asserts value of culture, popular culture, empowers minorities and value of their culture. It talks about all kind of culture, not only the elite culture, but it talks about the popular culture and empowers the culture of minorities also. Okay, it specifies what ideology is operative in a given culture artifact. It lends itself into multiculturalist program like India. We have multicultural and it leads the people to read a particular nation or a particular geographical area as a part, as a holder of multicultural things. So it makes people sensitive toward the relationship of power and domination as encoded in culture text. It shows how much media culture manipulates and indoctrinates, thus empowering individual to resist the dominant meaning. So it also includes media culture, role of media in empowering the culture and reading the culture. Got it? Now, component of critical cultural studies. So, cultural studies contain threefold project of analysis. कौन से threefold project है? Production and political economy of culture, cultural text analysis, and third is audience reception of text and their effect. यहाँ पे कौन कौन से तीन थ्री फोल्ड प्रोजेक्ट है? फर्स्ट इज प्रोडक्शन एंड पॉलिटिकल इकोनॉमी ऑफ कल्चर, सेकेंड कल्चरल टेक्स्ट, थर्ड ऑडियंस रिसेप्शन ऑफ टेक्स्ट. मतलब यहाँ पे फर्स्ट कौन आ जाएंगे? द प्रोडक्टिव क्लास. फर्स्ट इज प्रोडक्टिव क्लास, सेकेंड राइटर्स और क्रिएटिव टीम, थर्ड readers. Understood? Who are the part of a culture? First, political, economical people. Second, creative people, and third are audience or readers. Got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, details of each project इसकी जरूरत नहीं है. This is generally done through audience. Now, key concept of cultural studies. Should we start from here by tomorrow?
यस मैम, वही कहने वाले थे मैम, इतने तो कंफ्यूज हो जाएंगे.
अभी बहुत सारी टर्म्स और सारे राइटर्स ऑलमोस्ट मैं आपको इंट्रोड्यूस करा चुकी हूँ आज. तो आज जितने भी राइटर्स मैंने इंट्रोड्यूस करवाए हैं उन सबको पढ़ लो. मैं इसलिए बोल रही हूँ कि आई विल टेक दिस बाय टुमारो, बिकॉज एक बार मैं एक रीडिंग करके इसमें से मेजर पॉइंट को मार्क करके रखूंगी. मैं सीधा आप लोगों को वहीं पे लेके जाऊंगी और वहीं पढ़ा दूंगी, so that we will be able to finish it within 2-3 days. Okay? लॉन्ग क्लास भी लेनी पड़ेगी तो ले लेंगे, लेकिन इसको फिनिश कर देंगे क्योंकि शायद पेपर 1 अभी मंडे टू फ्राइडे होगा या नहीं होगा, आई एम नॉट वेरी श्योर, बट